Morning, everyone at home. We start laying down, Maria. You can stay lying down. So let's find a place on the floor. Start in Savasana, your arms on your side, your legs growing long out of your hips. Finding these little adjustments you need to find your body resting. Take a big in and exhale. And with your exhaling, release this tension of holding back, of still having this time to arrive, of this tiny little tension of insecurity. Can I really rest? Can I really let go? Softness in your breath. This deep trust. Mother Earth is here to carry you in every little moment. Your natural breath supporting you. Beautiful good morning. We start laying down. So find a place on the floor. Easter time, a time of celebration of life, celebration of death. Being aware of your life and feeling this gratefulness. Having a body, living in this moment. Maybe strugglings are happening, maybe dissatisfaction, maybe internal fights. And in all between of all of this, there is this light in your heart. This light of life. So connecting to this light. Good morning, Louise. Let's start laying down. Find a place on the floor. We start in Savasana. So connecting to this light, even in the midst of struggling, in the midst of shadows, in the midst of fights, finding this light of life, of pure life. And maybe you can leave this struggle beside, this doubt, this hesitation, and connecting to the pureness of your life. Letting this light shining in every little cell in your body. In every little corner of your being. You gently start to focus on your breath. For a moment, only feel how your body is naturally breathing. Good morning, Anna. We start laying down in Savasana. Good morning, Beatrice. Start in Savasana, laying down on the floor. Your natural breath, how your cells are breathing. You are a bundle of cells, countless. And every little cell is a breath. Every little cell has its light of life, of pureness, purity of life. Celebrating life. Maybe you want to bring one hand on your belly, 2-3 centimeters below your belly button, and one hand on your chest, on the center of your chest, and feel with your hands how your body is vibrating, how your body is breathing. And when your mind tells you, I can't feel, it's just not true. There is life. There is this light. And from here, letting you start deepening your breaths, yogic breaths, so filling your belly full with air, letting your belly grow, your chest growing from deep down from your pelvis floor. You're inhaling until the tips of your lungs, a full breath, holding your breath in. And then you stay full in your belly. When you start exhaling from the tips of your lungs, under your clavicular, into the center of your chest, your lower lungs, deep down where your diaphragm sits, your upper belly, your middle belly, and your lower belly, like a nice little wave you're creating with your breath. When you are empty, stay empty for one moment, and then you let your breath be full, expanding into your belly, the side of your ribs, front part, back part of your lungs, filling your body. Good morning, Anna. Maybe Patrick is here as well. Find a place on the floor. We start laying down. Filling up your belly. Good morning. Filling it up until the tips of your lungs, holding your breath in. And you literally want to try creating this wave. So you start exhaling while your belly still feels expanded. Exhaling from the tips of your lungs, center of your lungs, lower lungs, upper belly, middle belly, lower belly, exhaling. And you can use your hands helping you to find these areas. Inhaling fully. And when you're kind of hanging in there, waiting that we start to move, please remember you want to practice yoga, this 8-limb path. Asanas is one part physical exercising, as pranayama is one part finding concentration, finding meditation, having disciplines. So we hope you stay in using this time with your pranayama, filling your body. The beauty in practicing yoga, that it is a full body, including your ethical, your behavings, physical, energetic, spiritual. Taking one last round. And when you finish, bring your arms on your side. Release concentration on your breath. Can you feel any shift, subtle shifts, any change in your awareness, in your sensations, in your being, in your energy, noticing subtle changes. This is why you are here, letting yourself growing in all dimensions. Closing your legs, bring your arms over your head and give yourself a sweet stretching. So you're pushing with one heel, grabbing one wrist. Opposite side. Take this time you hardly use when we are waking up in the morning. The alarm went on and we're jumping out of bed. Bend your knees towards your chest and only hugging your knees, bring your hands on your shin bones. Stay down with your sacrum, releasing your shoulders, chin towards your sternum. Bring your hands on top of your knees and push with your hands, your knees over your hips, and give a tiny bit of a pressure with your hands in your knees, feeling this long bone from your knees into your hip sockets, and a very gentle circle. Help with your hands, circling your knees, your pressing with your hands, this long bone into your hips and giving a bit of a circle. Hopefully you can feel a nice little movement in your sacrum and changing direction. Come back in your neutral, hugging your left knee towards your chest and lengthening your right leg. You can rest it onto the floor. Help with your hands to pull your knee closer towards your chest. Open your left knee towards the side. Help with your left hand on the inside of your knee with your right hand, pressing your right hip down, gentle opening of your hip. Your leg stays in the air. Breathe deep down into your belly. Inhaling, bring your knee back into your neutral and hug your knee under your armpit, lifting your foot, and you find a half happy baby pose. So maybe you're grabbing the outside of your foot, or you're grabbing your ankle or your calf muscle. Your right leg stays long. Bending your right knee, plant your right foot onto the floor, and you plant your left foot on top of your right knee. Help with your left hand opening your hip towards the side, flexing your left foot. Press your right hip down. Stay here, or you needle your left arm between your thighs, grabbing your right thigh, or grab your right shin bone, making sure your shoulders stay down. Do not compensate with your shoulders. Lifting your shoulders, rounding in your spine. Your whole spine want to stay on the floor. Breathing, smiling. And stay with your left foot where it is, releasing your leg, plant your right foot onto the floor, your left knee stays open, arms on your side, pressing down from your right foot and lifting your hips, find a one-legged bridge. Bring your arms over your head, palms of your hands facing up while you're lifting your hips,
even a tiny bit more breath. Exhaling, stay with your arms where they are, rolling down your spine, vertebra for vertebra, your chin towards your sternum, finding this natural curve in your spine. Release your left leg and lengthening both of your legs. Give yourself one more sweet, nice little stretching breath. Hug your knees towards your chest, and this time you want to rounding your spine. Squeeze your knees towards your chest, making yourself nice and small. Release your left leg, holding your right knee, and you pull with your hands your right thigh towards your belly. Breath, releasing your shoulders, soft in your face, flexing your left foot, your right foot. Open your right knee towards the side with your hand held, your left hip staying down, and held with your right hand holding your knee. Inhaling, bringing your knee closer towards your armpit, lifting your foot with your right hand, grabbing the outside of your foot or your calf muscles or your ankle, or you're holding behind your thigh. Half happy baby pose, lengthening your left leg. Bend your left knee, plant your left foot onto the floor. With your open hip, you plant your right foot on top of your left knee, held with your hands, pressing your knee towards the side. And please do not use your knee, the hand on your knee. Come on the fleshy part of your thigh to not hurt in your joint. Flexing your right foot, stay here, or you needle your arm between your thigh, grabbing your left thigh or your left shin bone. Press your sacrum into the floor, your shoulders staying down, chin towards your sternum, dabs in your breath. Stay with your foot on top of your knee while you're releasing your thigh, planting your foot onto the floor, arms on your side, one-legged bridge. So you're rooting down from your foot, pulling up from your belly, arms over your head with a big, nice inhaling, lifting your hips even a tiny bit higher, your chin towards your sternum. Stay with your arms where they are, releasing your spine, vertebra for vertebra. Arms over your head, release your right foot, lengthening both of your legs. And with your next inhaling, you're lifting your left leg and your right arm meeting in your center. No need to touch your feet with your finger. Exhaling, releasing both legs and release your leg and release your arm, lifting your right leg and your left arm. Exhaling, release opposite side. Inhaling, lifting. Exhaling, release, making sure your whole spine stays onto the floor. opposite side, inhaling, exhaling. You can work slow like this with your inhaling, you're lifting, with your exhaling, you're releasing. Or you can focus a bit more into your breath and deepening your breath and speeding up, like inhaling up, exhaling down, like focusing in your belly, breathing even deeper and stronger. Inhaling up, exhaling down. Your shoulders staying down, your hips stays down. Only your limbs are moving. Inhaling up, exhaling down. Concentrate on your breath. Hang in there a tiny bit more, deepening your breath, activating your fire, spreading this internal light. Two more times each side. Come on, staying in. And your last time, releasing, letting go, feeling this heart pulsing. Bend your knees towards your chest and rounding your spine. Squeeze your belly. Bring your arms on your side like a T, your knees over your hips. With your exhaling, releasing your knees towards your right side. Gaze over your left and hold your knees 2-3 centimeters over the floor. Working, warming up your belly, your core. Breath, counterbalance with your gaze, gentle gaze to the opposite side where your knees are. Releasing tension in your belly while you're holding your knees. Inhaling, bring your knees back in your neutral and releasing your knees towards your left side. Gaze over your right. Release tension in your rib cage, deepening your breath. Do you remember smiling in your heart? Inhaling, coming back in your neutral. One more time to the opposite side. Holding your knees, holding your legs. And maybe you can lengthening your legs. So you're creating even a tiny bit more weight to hold with your belly, to strengthening your belly. Inhaling, bending your knees rolling towards the opposite side, and you're lengthening your legs. Brace, counterbalance with a gentle gaze, the weight of your legs. Inhaling, bending your knees back into your neutral, lengthening both legs over towards the ceiling, flexing your feet while your heels are pressing up. Inhaling, pointing with your toes. Exhaling, flexing your feet. Are you sure your chin is towards your sternum? Your neck is nice and long. Your arms on your side. Exhaling. One more time, you're flexing your feet and stay there while you're pressing your hips down, pressing your lower back into the floor, your rib cage into the floor, lowering down your right heel, your right leg, and hover this leg 2-3 centimeters over the floor. Scissor your legs apart and lifting your arms. Interlacing your fingers and reach with your arms towards your toes. Exhaling, releasing your shoulders back down. Inhaling, reaching high. So as if you can pull your arms out of the sockets of the shoulders. Exhaling, really releasing. One more time. Inhaling, reaching high. You come with your head on the back of your skull. Exhaling, really release. Inhaling, bring your arms over your head, palms of your hands facing up. Inhaling, lifting both of your legs. Hug your knees towards your chest, rounding your spine. Squeeze your body. Inhaling, arms like a T towards the side, lifting your toes towards the ceiling. Exhaling, flexing. Inhaling, pointing. Exhaling, flex. Inhaling, point. Stay with your feet pointed. Release your left leg and hover it 2-3 centimeters over the floor. Breath. Stay here for 2 breaths. And then again, you're lifting your arms, interlacing your fingers, point with your index finger, releasing your shoulders down, and then you're lifting your arms, reaching high. You can come with your head on the back of your skull, creating a bit of a back bending in your neck. Exhaling, releasing your chin back towards your sternum. Inhaling. Exhale. Inhaling one more time. Exhale. Opening your arms, hands, bring your arms over your head, palms of your hands facing up. Make sure your neck is long. Inhaling, lifting your leg, hug your knees towards your chest, rounding your spine. Plant your feet hip width apart onto the floor next to your seat, your arms next to your body, lifting your hips, inhaling. Breath, interlacing your fingers in your back and rolling your shoulders together, planting your hands, lifting chin towards your sternum. Breath. Step your feet together, bend your right knee towards your chest and lifting your right leg. Breath. Lifting your hips. Breath. Exhaling, release your right foot, bending your left knee towards your chest and lengthening. Exhaling, release, lifting your hips a tiny bit higher, opening your arms and rolling back onto your spine, vertebra for vertebra, hugging your knees towards your chest and bring your hands under your knees with a gentle rock and roll forward and back. You're releasing any tension you might create in your shoulders, in your back, massaging your back. When you do not want to take rock and rolls, please roll towards one side and then you're coming onto your seat, holding your knees towards your chest, rounding your spine, closing your eyes. Can you connect to this inner light with all these hesitations in the way, with all these doubts in the way, connecting deeper, fully to your inner light. Rolling back your shoulders, holding your knees closer towards your chest while you're rolling your shoulders back and down. Your feet in line with your knees, lifting your left leg and pushing with your left toes, with your left ball of your foot, rolling back your shoulder. Do you fall into your lower back? Rooting down from your seat, lifting your heart and bring your right leg both balls of your feet pulling away close with your thighs. People used to the practice, come in your full pause, smiling in your heart, smiling in your face, and hugging your knees towards your chest, balancing on your sit bone. One more time, really making yourself nice and small, like a cosmic egg floating in space. Hands under your knees close towards your chest, lifting your legs. This is first pause. Everyone should be able to do this. You stay here, or you go a step further, lifting your right, lifting your left, pulling your toes towards your nose and pressing your balls of your foot away. Stay, or you're releasing your arms. Breathe, lifting your heart, growing, smiling, breathe. Stay, or you can lowering down, your right leg, breathe. You can hold your legs, supporting with your hands, inhaling, coming up, exhaling, breathe. Inhaling, coming up, exhaling your knees towards your chest, releasing your tension. Plant your feet onto the floor, open your knees towards the side, soles of your feet touching, holding with both of your hands, your feet rolling back your shoulders. Start butterfly to release any tension you might create it in your hips, in your lower belly. Back to stillness. Open your soles of your feet towards the ceiling. So like a book, you're opening your feet. This might feel in your hips. Stay. Some people can reaching forward as if you can bring your heart on top of your soles of your feet. With your breath, with your smile, with your gentleness, you're working, letting this light shining in your body, in every little corner. Inhaling back in your neutral, help with your hands, close your knees, swing your knees under you, find your tabletop, hands under your shoulders, spreading your fingers wide. Take a couple of cat-cow breathing. So you're pressing your hands, index finger and thumb wanna press into the floor, middle finger in your center. Find this alignment, protecting your wrists. People with over flexible elbows, you can bring them forward like this. Please bring your elbows, gently bend it, pressing your hands into the floor and pull them gently towards your heart to protect your joints. Exhaling. Inhaling, gazing forward, find a little back bending, curling your toes under, lifting your knees only 2-3 centimeters, pulling your hands towards your heart. Find this back bending, your seat is pulling up, gaze between your arms, rooting down from your right toes, stay bending your knees and lifting your left leg. Bring your foot towards the back of your skull, gazing forward. Breathe. Breathe. Exhaling, releasing your left. Stay with your knee hovering over the floor while you're lifting your right, creating this heat, this fire, in your body, gaining strength, supporting your tender heart, your open heart. Exhaling, release, releasing your knees, flow in your child pose. Palms of your hands facing up, forehead meeting the floor. Plant your hands back onto the floor, gazing between your arms, curl your toes, lift your seat, downward facing dog, paddling with your feet. Breathe. Breath, rolling back your shoulders. Strong and softness meets in your being. Concentration, relaxation meets in your being. Step your feet together, lift your right leg towards the ceiling. Stay square with your hip. When you don't know where your hip is, you can bend your knee points towards the floor and your heel towards your seat. And then from here, you only want to lengthening your leg without moving your hip. Breath. Bless you. Inhaling, coming into your high plank. Leg stays high. Bend your knee, your right knee on your right upper arm. Inhaling, stay in your high plank. You're reaching back from your leg. Exhaling, bring your knee on your upper arm. Inhaling, reaching back from your leg. Exhaling, only your leg is working. Inhaling, reaching back. Exhaling, one more time. Step your foot back. High plank, release your knees. Stay with your toes curled under, pulling your hands towards your heart, bending your elbows and hover your chest 2-3 centimeters over the floor, gazing forward, lifting your heels, stay flexed with your feet. Breathe. Breath. Exhaling, release, lifting your heart. Big toes touching, rolling back your shoulders in a very mini cobra, pubic bone pressing down. Lifting your hands, squeeze your elbows next to your body. Breathe. And lifting your thighs. Exhaling, releasing your hands, releasing your toes. Downward facing dog, paddling your feet. Breath, releasing your neck. Breath, find softness, sweetness in your body, in yourselves. This inner light shining through all your hesitation, all your doubts. Breath. Lifting your left leg, stay square with your hips. And again, when you can't remember where your hip is, bending your knee parallel, bending your knee. And bring your, this is it, your heel, brace parallel. This is it, lengthening your leg. Do not open your hip. This is it, beautiful. Breathe. Stay with your leg high while you're coming into your high plank. Breathe. And then you only want to work with your leg. So you bring your knee towards your upper arm. Inhaling, reaching back. Exhaling, knee upper arm. Inhaling, reaching back. Exhale. Inhaling, reaching back. One more time. Exhale. Inhaling, stepping back. Exhaling, releasing your knees. Bend your elbows, chin meeting 2-3 centimeters over the floor, holding, lifting your feet, your heels flexing, gazing forward. Breathe. Inhaling, releasing your legs, lifting your heart, pressing your belly button, pubic bone, big toes touching, inner thighs rolling towards the ceiling, soft in your gluteus butt. So you're lifting your heart. Breathe, lifting your hands, and you can lifting your thighs. Smiling in your heart. Exhaling, release your hands, curl your toes, lift your seat downward facing dog, paddling your feet. Breath. Shoulders rolling back and down. Breath. Step your feet together, lifting your right leg towards the ceiling with your inhaling. Exhaling, bend your knee towards your chest, reach with your leg. Be under your left and holding your left over the ceiling. Gaze between your hands, rooting down from your right hand. Hover this leg. Breathe. You can stay here or you're lifting your arm. Breathe. Breathe. Exhaling, plant your hand back onto the floor, stepping back in your high plank, opening your shoulders, pushing from your heels, lowering down belly button, pubic bone, lifting your heart. Exhaling in a big, big exhale. Inhaling from your nose with a big, 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 big exhaling. One more time, high plank, opening shoulders, lowering down belly button, pubic bone, stretching out your front side. Exhaling, stay in your down dog. Breathe, step your feet together, lifting your left leg towards the ceiling. Square with your hip, Marcella. Breathe, breathe. Bend your knee towards your chest, reaching towards the other side, holding your leg, or obviously you can place it down. Breathe, rooting down from your hand, lifting your arm. Breathe. Breath. One more breath. Inhaling. Exhaling, planting your hand and stepping your foot back in your high plank. So you're pushing from your heels, opening your chest, lowering down belly button, pubic bone, lifting your heart and a big, big exhaling. One more time. Inhaling, exhaling. Stepping your feet together, bend your knees, gaze gently forward between your hands, walking your feet forward between your hands. Take a ragdoll, hugging your elbows, soft in your knees, swinging from one side to the other side. Find what you need. Release your arms, inhaling, come in your standing, while your feet pressing down, your legs long, your heart reaching forward, arms over your head, prayer in front of your chest, close your eyes. Sun salutation, releasing your arms, sweep your arms over your head, hugging this universe with all your being, exhaling from your hips, one dive forward, folding forward, step your right foot back, long runner's lunge, inhaling, gazing forward, exhale, step back, in your downward facing dog. Inhaling high plank, choose knees, chin, chest, chaturanga, dandasana. Inhaling, opening your heart. Exhaling, rolling over your toes, downward facing dog. Step your feet together, right leg, inhaling. Exhale, step your right foot between your hands. Inhaling, exhaling, both feet stepping halfway, folding forward, exhaling. One breath from your feet, from your heart, you're lifting yourself up. Exhale, bring your prayer in front of your chest, releasing your arms, sweep your arms left side, wanna start. Folding forward. Left foot stepping back. Inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhaling high plank. Knees, chin, chest, chaturanga, dandasana. Exhaling your down dog, stepping your feet together. Lift your left leg, inhale. Exhale, step your left foot between your hands. Long runners lunge. Exhaling both feet. Inhaling halfway, folding forward. Exhaling. One breath standing. Exhale, bring your prayer in front of your chest. Close your eyes. Sun salutation with crescent moon lunge. Inhaling arms. Exhaling, folding forward. Step your right foot back. Long runners lunge. Release your knee. Release your toes. Lifting your arms. Inhaling, stay. Releasing your shoulders. Hips reaching forward. Release your shoulders, Louise. Soft, yes, softening your shoulders. Charlotte, softening your shoulders. Opening your arms towards the side, hugging this universe. Breathe. Interlacing your fingers in your back, pushing with your hands towards your heel, opening your chest. Stay. Maybe you do have a bit more flexibility and you can grabbing with your hand, your ankles opening. You can stay in any variation you are. And yes, bring your hip forward. Exhaling, releasing your hands, framing your foot, curling your back toes, swing your left foot back, lifting it high. Breathe. Come into your high plank, heart between your hands. Breathe, bending your knee, bring your knee towards your upper arm and lowering down this knee towards your hand. Inhaling, lifting it up. Exhale. Inhaling, lifting up. Exhaling, one more time. Inhaling, lifting up. Exhaling, and swing this knee towards your right side. Inhaling, coming back. And one more time, swing this knee. Stepping back in your high plank, releasing knees, chin, chest, or chaturanga, dandasana. Inhaling. Concentrate on your breath. You will have much more strength. And curling your toes, lifting your seat, downward facing dog. Breathe. Nourish your body with your breath. Breath. Step your feet together, lift your right leg towards the ceiling, exhaling. Step your right foot between your hands, long runners lunge. Inhaling, gazing forward lightly, stepping your left, meeting your right, inhaling halfway, folding forward, releasing your neck, one breath standing, inhaling, exhaling, bringing your hands, close your eyes. Release your arms, sweep your arms over your head. Exhaling, swan dive forward, your left foot. Wanna stepping back, first meet your long runner's lunge. You wanna open your inner groins, release your knee, releasing your toes. You can stay here, or you follow crescent moon lunge. Where are your shoulders? Release your shoulders, breathe. Your sternum shining through, your heart shining, opening your heart, hugging this whole universe. Breathe. You stay here when you like, or you bring your hands around, interlacing your fingers, opening your chest. You can bending your knee and grabbing with your hand your ankle. Breathe. And pushing this heel far away. Yes, pull in, try. Come on, wonderful. Breathe, inhaling, exhaling, planting your hands, framing your front foot, gazing forward and stepping your foot back. Downward facing dog with a big exhaling. Lifting your left leg. Come into your high plank. Bend your knee and bring your knee on your upper arm. Lowering down. Inhaling, lifting. We forgot one chaturanga. Exhaling. We can do this later. Inhaling, lifting. Exhaling, lower. Inhaling, lifting. One more time. Exhaling. Inhaling, lift, and then you swing your knee to the other side. Inhaling, bring it back. Exhaling, swing. Inhaling, bringing that back, and one more time. Exhaling. Inhaling, stepping back. Chaturanga Dandasana, knees, chin, chest. Breathe. Huh? Was this the same leg? Oh no, we stand the same leg. We need to do it again. I'm sorry. So please do the other leg. Breathe. I'm so bad with left and right. Let's do it again. Breathe. I'm really sorry. Breathe. Or in case you didn't do it, please use the other leg. So we've done, did we do right? I forgot. I'm really sorry. We did left already, so we need to do the right leg. Breathe. Come on, stay. We wanna working with a big more breath. Breathe. 4 times lifting and lowering down. And then 3 times swinging. Step your foot back, knees, chin, chest, Chaturanga Dandasana. Please choose your variation. Inhaling, lifting your heart. Exhaling in your downward facing dog. Please follow your own breath and let's meet in downward facing dog. When you are ready, always available, your child pose. Breathe. Maybe you feel some sweating. Maybe you feel your heart is beating a tiny bit stronger. Connect with your breath. Breathe. Everyone meets in downward facing dog. You step your feet together, lifting your left leg towards the ceiling with your inhaling. Exhale, step your left foot between your hands, long runner's lunge, gazing forward. Exhaling lightly, both feet meeting. Inhaling, coming halfway. Fold forward, exhaling. One breath standing. Exhale, bring your prayer in front of your chest. Hands on your hips, rooting down. towards your left side, lifting your right knee. Hold your knee with your hands while you find this alignment. Your hips over your feet, shoulders over your hips, shoulders releasing, making sure you do not leaning back. So you want to bring your shoulders really over your hips. You stay, or with your inhaling, lengthening your leg, pushing with your ball of your foot, exhaling, release. Inhaling, exhaling, release. Inhaling, stay, breathe, hold your leg or your hands on your hips, arms over your head. See that you do not lean back. Breathe, shoulders releasing, smiling in your heart. One more, inhaling. And from here, you're bending your knee, reaching forward from your heart and lengthening your leg, floating from here in your third warrior. Bend your knees, bring your hands in front of your chest and lifting your leg a tiny bit higher while you're bending your knees. Find your balance. Opening your arms towards your side, index finger and thumb wanna meet. Fly. Raise. Step your foot back. Long runners lunge, gazing forward. Exhaling, both feet meeting in downward facing dog. Inhaling, high plank, knees, chin, chest, connecting with your breath. Find your flow. Inhaling, shoulders, pulling, elbows, breathe. Wonderful. Downward facing dog. Breathe, bend your knees, gaze between your hands, hopping, stepping, walking forward, inhaling halfway, fold forward, Utkatasana, bending your knees, lowering down your seat, lifting your prayer, making sure tailbone between your heels, belly coming in, breathe. Exhaling, gathering the energy in your chest, hands on your hips, and we do the other side, lifting your left knee. Hold with your hands your left knee. Stay here, working your balance. Breathe. Lengthening your leg with your inhaling. Exhaling, bending. Inhaling, lengthening. Exhaling, bending. Inhaling, lengthening. Exhaling, bending. Inhaling, lengthening. Exhaling, bending. One more time. Inhaling, stay. Bring your hands on your hips when this is available and your arms over your head. Breathe. Breath. But this is a much better position. Breathe. And from here, you're bending your knee and you're reaching forward. While you're bending your knee, you're reaching forward from your chest. I'm wobbly, whoops. And you flow from here in your third warrior. Breathe. Breathe. Bending your front knee, lifting your back leg even a tiny bit higher, and you're planting your prayer in front of your chest. So your chest is reaching forward, your leg is reaching high, gazing forward. Maybe you can opening your arms towards the side, index finger and thumb wanna meet. Raise, releasing your arms under your shoulders, stepping back, long runners lunge, inhaling, gazing forward, step back, downward facing dog. Please feel free taking a vinyasa of your choice, or you're taking stay down dog or a child pose. Downward facing dog. Breath. Breath. Bend your knees towards your chest, gazing forward, stepping, hopping, walking forward, inhaling halfway, folding forward, lowering down your seat, Utkatasana, inhale, belly, hips, breath, shoulders, exhaling, folding forward, Uttanasana, releasing your neck. Breathe. Bend your knees, gaze between your hands, and maybe you want to walking back, hopping back, jumping back, taking one more vinyasa of your choice. Breathe, and we want to meet everyone in downward facing dog. Breath. Breath. Balancing your breath, deepening your breath. Bend your knees, and you want to jumping forward with your feet on the outside of your hands, or walking forward. So you bend your knees, gazing forward, and you want to floating forward, opening your feet 45 degrees. Bending your knees, you stay here with your hands and you're lowering down your seat. Maybe this is all what you can do for today. Or you're walking your hands a tiny bit more into your back. So your fingers meeting your heels and you're lowering down your seat, your thighs meeting your upper arms and you're gazing forward. Breathe, you're gazing forward. Maybe this is all for today, or you're crawling forward from your toes, lifting your heart, and maybe you can lifting your legs, coming into an arm balance. Breathe, smiling through. Exhaling, sitting down, releasing your legs, and you're closing your legs. Bring your hands next to your hips, walking your seat back a tiny bit. And from here, Paschimottanasana, inhaling, folding forward. Everyone is practicing with me. Please, for longer, bending your knees. Belly meets your thighs. You do not want to overstretch. Breathe. Breathe. We've been working with concentration, working with a bit more strength, bit more young parts. So now you want to finding the ease. Inhaling, gazing forward, exhaling, coming into your sitting, bending your right knee, plant your right foot on the outside of your left knee, rounding back your shoulders, flexing your front foot, hugging with your left arm, your right knee, reaching around, gentle twisting your belly. You obviously can't find any variation when you want to bending both of your knees. Breath. Breath. Inhaling back in your center, and you're reaching towards the other side, planting your hands onto the floor, and you can folding forward, elbows glued to your body. Inhaling, coming back in your sitting, lengthening both of your legs, making sure your flesh is on the side. You're finding your sit bones, bending your left knee, left foot outside of your right, rolling back your shoulders, flexing your foot. If you like, obviously, you can bending both of your knees Hugging with your right arm, your left knee, lengthening your spine, and you're twisting. Shoulders rolling back and down. Breathe. Inhaling back in your neutral, twisting to the other side, or you're planting your hands, rooting down from your left foot, and you're folding to release any tension. Inhaling back in your neutral, lengthening both of your legs, shuffling forward on the first 3 quarters of your mat, bending your knees towards your chest and you gaze over your shoulder. Is your mat really nice and free that you can take rock and rolls on your spine? You're releasing yourself back. People with a bit more energy you can find standing up, inhaling, and you're lowering down, rolling back. So if you would like to do this, we do this 3 times. Or you're softening really in your rock and roll. Planting your feet, you need to open your hips. It's easier that your heart reaches between your arms when you want to coming back. And your last time, you stay down, hugging your knees towards your chest, releasing your shoulders. Breath. With your next inhaling, getting very gentle, very soft, your knees, your arms reaching towards the ceiling, very gentle. With your exhaling, hugging your knees towards your chest, rounding your spine, squeeze yourself 2 more times like a flower. You're inhaling, opening towards the light. Exhaling, closing for the night. Inhaling 1 more time, opening up, reaching towards light, towards the sun. Exhaling, closing for the night. Plant your feet onto the floor. Maybe you need to take some adjustments before you flow from here in your Savasana, legs growing long out of your hips, shoulders rolling back, chest releasing, belly releasing. Maybe you want to take a reminder the way you started. You bring 1 hand on your belly, 1 hand on the center of your chest to help your body to release, to help your mind to connect with gravity, to this trust in life. And when you feel ready, you find your natural breath. Maybe you want to wet your lips with your tongue and swallow, to remember you can let go tension in face, eyes turning inward. Throat releases. Shoulders softening, hands and arms. Hips growing.
Toes releasing, thighs releasing. And Here I Am by Morgan Harper Nichols. And here I am in the middle of it all, learning to see the beauty and truth in all I do not understand. I will hold trust within my hands that I can be here in the betweens and find joy right where I am, and no endless, boundless peace running wild over everything. Understanding deeply this preciousness of life, of this light running through your being. Struggling happenings, doubts happenings, unsatisfaction happenings, all will pass. As long as you are alive, this light will be your guide. And slowly and gently reconnecting to your breath. Let your breath growing fuller and stronger. With this inner movement, it traveled towards your fingers and your toes. Maybe this moves into stretching, into touching. And with these gentle movements, maybe you want to find bending your knees and flow to your right side. And bring your hand in front of your chest, press yourself up and find a comfortable seat. Plant your hands in Anjali Mudra in front of your chest and find this deep, deep gratitude of being alive, having this opportunity in this very specific time, finding your own style, finding your own way with all the tweaks and all the twists. To finish and seal this practice, let's finish with a deep, long sounding find a comfortable inhaling. Thank you for practicing yoga with me this morning. Have a happy Easter weekend. Namaste.